Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. Said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing. I said I know you ain't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Stand on the wall. You need to let go. Get up off of that thing. You can do it, boy. Get up off of that thing. Put your feet down on the floor. Said I.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. It gives me joy to welcome you all back to season 3. That's right, season 3, you all. We are here broadcasting results with, you know, the ROUSE. That's right, Rouse. Back at the table, you all. And I'm excited about this season. But I first want to say thank you for AC Media Marketing that's doing all of the production behind the scenes. Awesome setup, right? Season 3. And guess what? We're actually taking a seat at the table. Like we're at the table live. You all have a very, very good friend, believe it or not. This young man, Mr. Mimi Green himself.
Please say the name.
Say it. That's my man, y'all. He is doing some big things. We got a lot to talk about. I want to be able to share his story, and he is definitely a true testament. So I just want to say welcome and thank you so much for providing the opportunity to take a seat at the table broadcasting results with Rouse. And so just so the viewers, you all go tag Mimi Green. Tag him out there. Tag him. Share this broadcast. But we're going to let him start off with just telling the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, I'm just a country boy. Ain't nothing special to it. Just a country boy, man. I'm originally born from Orangeburg, South Carolina, the crazy town of Old Billa. You know what I mean? But it's a great community, growing just like anywhere else. It's got its issues too, but we're gonna do what we gotta do to bring the community back to where it's supposed to be at.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But other than that, man, I'm just a regular old country boy. Ain't nothing too much to it.
Ain't that to it?
Ain't that
too. Hey, I'm a country girl too, from the big city of Trial. That's right, big city. So you gotta know we small at heart, but I'm always named us as the big city. So
big city.
Let
come down there.
Yeah, come on down. Hey, it's big, man.
Okay.
It's big. But nevertheless, you all, I want him to start off by just telling us, because he writes music, he produces music, but as an artist, can you just tell us how did you get started?
Well, to be honest, like I actually grew up in the church and singing in the church, and in school was on the marching band, and actually in middle school started actually playing an instrument. So I used to play like the trumpet and the baritone and ephone and all that. So falling in love with music that way, and just like everybody else, listening to music and falling in love with music. So just actually gave me a passion. And when I was younger, my cousins and I used to have a quartet group.
Okay.
We was called the Mighty Gospel 7 out of St. Matthew, South Carolina.
Okay.
I'm telling you, some bad boys. And my grandmother's brother, which is my uncle, was our manager.
Okay.
And so you know how country folks do when you coming to the stage, all the way from St. Matthew, South Carolina. Get on your feet for the Mighty Gospel 7.
Okay.
And so when I look back at it now, that's actually how they do it.
Mm.
And so I, early on, I got a lot of preparation, obviously, from that. But just, the love of music and having the love of God, man, and just singing in general, you know what I mean? And so that passion.
So if we go back, I could just imagine as a quartet group, I'm sure your uncle probably had y'all some fine. I'm talking about them fine silk suits, right?
Listen, some we agreed with and some we didn't agree with.
But you had to go along with it, right?
Man, they had us sharp. We were sharp now.
There you go.
And you know how country folks is, man. You ain't going to church unless you're going to be sharp.
You got to.
And so we were sharp, man. But when you look back, and I always look back at a lot of things, when you look back, it was teaching us how to be groomed. You know what I mean? And so, I got me a couple of good suits now.
All
You know what I
right.
mean? Because of that. And as a man, I think you should always have, like they always say, it's three suits you should have, right?
Okay.
You should have that gray,
Mm-hmm.
that black, and that navy blue.
There you go.
And you're good to go.
You're good to go. So when I hear you talk about, your journey starting as a young individual, I have to ask, like, who was your biggest influence throughout the years now that where you currently are?
So I have a couple, right? And I have the foundation of my influence would be a lot of my cousins. Like a lot of my cousins can sing. Like my cousin Jacoby, he can sing. My cousin Chad, he can sing. My cousin Corey, he can sing. And my cousin Popsy, a lot of my girl cousins can sing. So just being around them a lot, that was inspirational to me, right? And so once I started understanding music, like seeing the difference. So for me, and it's probably be shocking to a lot of people, but Fred Hammond is my guy. Like Fred, I love Fred Hammond. Like Fred Hammond, I like his interpretation on music. I like how he sings, and you know what I mean. Fred Hammond's just that guy. So he's actually a gospel legend.
Right.
If you don't know, Fred Hammond's a gospel legend, and so I'm a mixture of that. And funny enough, I like Babyface. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to hip hop, I'm all around now. When it comes to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Because I've actually sat with Pac and met Pac and spent time with Pac, you know what I mean? But also just listening to Pac's music, I really like Pac, you know what I'm saying? It's Nas and Jay and everybody, but when it comes to like those people that are inspirational, when it comes to how you fashion your music and what inspires you, it'd be like Fred Hammond and Babyface and Pac and Nas.
And so I'm sitting here hearing you say that, and I like the thought that big shout outs to Fred Hammond, definitely an awesome singer, but I love the fact that you're very diverse.
That's what's up.
And you're passionate about your upbringing, which your foundation started in a church, which a lot of artists pretty much started there as well. But
Absolutely.
when we think of the church and how it centered you, if I'm not mistaken, you had an opportunity at a young age when we talk about the industry.
Okay, yeah.
Can you just tell us a little briefly about that? And I'm asking that because my follow-up question is going to be another one to our young people. But just tell us, at a young age, you had an opportunity to actually be presented with a deal. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. That was actually an exciting time. It was like right after high school, like 2 weeks we left and went on to New York City on our Triumph, and we ended up getting a record deal with Bad Boy, which was Puffy at the time. And at that time, it was nobody on the label but Total, Biggie, Craig Mack. It wasn't even 112, and us and 112 was really like battling for the spot. I still got the contracts for real. So we actually won out on the deal, but didn't accept the deal because of the terms of the deal, if that made any sense. And so later on, probably like a year or two after that, we ended up meeting Tretch from Naughty by Nature, and everybody from my town knows about that situation. So we did a lot of records with Naughty. We actually did the tribute for Tupac, the Morning Till I Join You song and video with Naughty by Nature featuring Next and Jaheim. And which is always going to be a classic. And they generally played a lot around Pac's anniversary.
Right.
And so from there, we ran into Eric Sherman, which is Def Squad, EPMD.
Yeah.
We ran into Eric Sherman. We ended up signing with Eric Sherman's Def Squad and DreamWorks, which is Steven Spielberg. At the time, had just started a label. And Eric Sherman was a subsidiary of that. And so we ended up signing to Def Squad DreamWorks. And so who was on that label at the time? It was, and these are some names you're gonna know, right? So it was Nelly Furtado, right? Black Eyed Peas, Dave Hollister, and us, which our name was Finesse. So I want to shout out Curtis Boyd, Travis Wright. Rest in peace, Travis. Died. He had a fight with cancer, and he died a couple of years ago. And Travis was very inspirational to me too. It's actually one of the reasons why I'm carrying on with the music, because I know Trav would want that. Again, Curtis Boyd, Travis Wright, Brian Dansler, Rockefeller Rell was in the group too. And one of our other partners, his name was Jawan Adams, and they were in the group at different times.
Okay.
And also shout out to my cousin Fatigue. You know, he came on board. He started playing that bass like in the church.
Oh, come on.
And we really developed our sound at that point. But that was pretty much my journey early on into the music game. You know what I mean?
So I want to pose a question to you, but for our young people that are out there, you know, we have a lot of young up and rising artists out
Absolutely.
there, and just for the fact that, you know, right out of high school, you were able to go to New York and, you know, present yourself well,
Absolutely.
obviously, and here's a contract on the table for you to accept the deal, given what you just mentioned. But what advice would you give to some of our young artists out there that want to really get into the music?
Well, to be honest with you, it's way easier now with the internet because I mean everybody can record, upload, and today with the internet, everything is just super exposed, right? So if you have talent, and as we see on TikTok and even on Instagram, Facebook, there have been a lot of people that have been going viral over the years. There have been a lot of viral sensation. A lot of people's careers have started. So my advice is simple, you know, just be you, do you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And really, social media with the technology and AI and everything, you got it right at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time we're scrolling, but it's actually a money machine.
Gotcha.
So for the young ones out there, again, and not to cut you off, that's really excited about music and want to do music, they know what to do nowadays. They're actually a lot smarter than what we are, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, put in that work, get on there, and never feel afraid to continuously post your material. Right? Because as a creative myself, sometimes you feel like, oh, I may be over posting. But think about it. How many times you see a McDonald's commercial, Wendy's, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. They're not conscious about how many times that ad is running.
Right.
And so as entrepreneurs and content creators and like yourself and myself, and just for anybody out there watching, you know what I'm saying? You have to take that same approach like the big boys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because somebody may see you.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? They might have not seen you on Monday, but if you post that post again on Friday,
somebody gonna see you.
Yeah. And
Somebody
so,
gonna see you.
you know, and that's where I go.
There you go. You all, again, we are here broadcasting live right here. Results with Rouse, you all. We have Mr. Mimi Green himself taking a seat at the table. You all, we are live, season 3 in person. That's right, in person. I want you all to continue to share this, shout him out. But he just said something in regards to, you know, be you. If you watch and follow his page, you all, every Monday, and I can assure you, every Monday I'm there, I go, because believe it or not, he gives me inspiration. He had encouragement, but he has this Motivation Monday. And I believe yesterday was focused on you.
That's right.
Tell us what led you to do those type, like, you know, what brought you to that point to say, you know what, every Monday I'm going to pop up for 2 or 3 minutes just to encourage someone.
Yeah, no doubt. To be honest with you, that kind of like spawned with the book. I know I needed to be there, and for me, I like inspiring people. You know what I mean? I like teaching. You know, I delve into the financial literacy. I teach about, you know, credit restoration, and the book is actually about, you know what I mean, how to survive, succeed with a 9 to 5. But when it comes to the Monday morning motivation, it's the first day of the week. You know what I mean? And think about just being empowered. You know what I mean? And we needed to get on the hump day. We needed it on Wednesday because that battery be running low by then. And again on Friday.
You need that Friday close out.
Yeah, you close out on Friday. But for the last couple of years, I've been doing it since 2020, man. It's, you know, my DM has been going crazy, man. So many people have been just sharing their story with me and how that has been inspiring them. And that has inspired me in return, man. And so there's been times I didn't feel like doing it. And because of that, somebody saying, you know what you said today, man, that really, I needed to hear that.
Absolutely.
And I say, you know what, I needed to hear that from you. You know what I mean? Just as much as you needed to hear it from me. And that's just how life is, the exchange. You know, we keep each other going. You know what I mean? And that's why it's important to surround yourself with positive people. You know?
Absolutely. So you mentioned something. We're going to go right on in it.
Tenfold.
How to survive.
Tenfold.
How to survive.
How?
I mean, you put it in a book.
Yeah.
How to Survive Success
That's right.
with the 9 to 5.
With the
You
9 to
all,
5.
I want you all to look at this and be sure. He's going to tell you everything, a little bit more about it, but
No
definitely
doubt.
where you can find it. But be sure to check this book out. But this book, it's very dear to you, and through adversity, trials, tribulation, you decided to put it on paper.
Absolutely.
Tell us about this.
How to survive / succeed with the 9 to 5. So this is probably the first time I ever told the story live, to be honest with you. So the backdrop for the book is because I was federally incarcerated, and I'm not bragging about never having a job before, but I never had a job before. And so after incarceration, you come home, halfway house, you got to get employed. No folk watching you. You know what I mean? But I had already changed my life, my mindset by then. And so actually going into the workforce and getting a paycheck and seeing what they do to that paycheck after you done work them hours, I started to realize that, you can't spend working money the same way you would spend, other money or free money, as they call it, right? And so that taught me a certain discipline. And once I mastered that, you know what I mean, and mastered fixing my credit, at one point my credit score was like an 800. So I decided to share what I learned and the rules I created for myself. I decided to put it in a book. Now, you know the motto, right? Put it in the book, ain't nobody gonna get it, people don't never read. And we're in a society where we don't read, you know what I mean? But the old adage is true. If you put it in the book, a lot of times people will miss it. But a lot of information and knowledge, not only in this book, that are in many books. I'm an avid reader. So that's what actually led me to write the book. I wanted to share some of my financial techniques and strategies that I use. For one, for those that are listening, for working people, this segment's for you, right? And we're going to get back to the music and everything else. So one of my personal strategies is, instead of waiting to pay my bills at the end of the month, right, actually pay on my bills every week, right? So when the bill is due at the end of the month, I've either probably already paid it off already, or have such a small portion of it that it doesn't take so much from my check, right? So if you're a person who gets paid 4 times a week, right? 4 times a month, so that's once a week. Say on the average you make $1,000, right? Which is $4,000 a month. If you have a set amount of bills, which would be like your mortgage, your car note, and your car insurance, we know that those bills aren't going to change, right? But you don't have to, and what most people don't know is, you don't have to wait till the end of the month to pay your bills, as long as you're current. Now you can't be behind and use this strategy. As long as you're current, you can pay $5, $10, whatever, right? But think about having a $400 bill that's due at the end of the month. And every time you got paid, every week you would put $100 on it. At the end of the month, when the bill is due, you would only owe $100, right? And that would only be $100 that is coming out of that last and final paycheck. Most people are waiting to that last and final paycheck to pay all the bills, which causes us, and a lot of times in our community, to be stuck in the paycheck to paycheck cycle. And I'm telling you, once you get in that race right there, it's really hard to get out. You know what I mean? It's going to really take some financial discipline. So that's the gist of the book, and that's where it came from. I wanted to share how I freed myself. You know what I mean? Coming from the background that I came from. I was into illegal things, which led me to federal prison. So I wanted to show myself that I could do it legally, right? And not only once I've accomplished that, because I've done well with that, I wanted to share those same techniques and strategies with people. And what other better way than put it in the book.
There you go. You all, again, I want you all to check the book out. But on the end, I'm going to let him be able to tell you all where you actually can go and find the book. But if you have any questions, we'll take a few of them. You can drop them in the comments, and we'll be sure to get to as many of them as possible. But if you notice, not that you just see the book, right? He's wearing the book. So he's an artist, right? Yeah, he's an author. And my dear friend brands himself. Like, everything he basically wear is his brand. So he has a clothing line, and you all want to show you outside of his jacket. Listen, I want to show you all like this. Listen, it's nice. It's nice. It's not heavy. But I want you all to see this, and I want you all to be able to check it out. But I wanted you to talk about like what made you go from singing to your book,
to
and
clothes,
now you
right?
got your clothes. Like, I mean, again, this is again when we talk about our young people, when we talk about individuals, and this is including myself, that is trying to find our way. We're just trying to figure this thing called life out.
Absolutely.
And here's a one-stop shop, right? You didn't just stop at singing. You didn't let
Absolutely.
what happened years ago stop you.
Absolutely.
You use that to be at a testimony, but a testament that you can continue to survive. And as you said, the legal way.
The legal
But
way,
just
absolutely.
tell us about this brand, though. Y'all look at this.
Yes.
I mean, I'm trying to see this.
So that's actually the last run for the season, right? Because the weather's changing in South Carolina. I think we got maybe 1 or 2 weeks left, but it's getting ready to get warm. So this is my company's called The Workflow Apparel, which you see the WFA, which is actually stand for. Everything's branded. Everything's like you would get it out of the store, from Polo, Nike, whatever. Like, and so I've always been into fashion when I was in the high school and just growing up and stuff like that. And so I decided, like, you know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it on mine. You know what I mean? So I decided to create my own brand, and created the logo and the company that along with the brand. And then I started thinking, like, you know, you can always cross merge and market everything that you do.
Absolutely.
So, you know, with the book, with the singing, when I go to perform, I have my clothes on.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And as you see today, we come in to do a podcast interview. I got the jacket on. We talking about the book.
I mean, it's very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very
Appreciate
nice.
that.
Very
So, basically, just follow your heart, your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And the information is out there. It's not like it's gatekept as it was before. Like, if you didn't know how to get into fashion and clothes, all you would do is Versace, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci, and whoever else, and you would just be fascinated, not knowing that you could actually participate in that too.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I came home, I did my research, and everything that you see that I've developed through the grace of God since I've been home, these are things that God was placing in my dreams while I was incarcerated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And He was showing me, like, yo, you need to do this, you got to do this, and you got to do that. And so I yielded to those things.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And by the grace of God, they've been very successful for me. And I just thank God for that. So, you know, it's a lot of people that inbox me about, you know, how you get into it. And, you know, they'll tell you, I share the information.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I realized about money, they got a printing machine.
Yeah.
And
everybody
they can print it. It's plenty of money to print. So there's no need to, you know, withhold information and gatekeeping and stuff like that, man. Share that stuff so that people can advance their lives.
Gotcha.
And that's really what I'm about, you know. Everybody improving and advancing their lives around me, you know.
And here you all, listen, he don't just have a thank you bag. My dear friend have his own personalized bag. Now, this is the one that the book came in, but your outfit can come sealed, signed, and delivered. Okay, so check him out. He own it. So just tell us, you know, we talk about Motivation Monday. We talk about you as an artist, as a business owner. Tell us some of the current things, if it's okay with management, for you to share that you're currently working on.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my manager too, Castro, man. He's a great guy, very knowledgeable about the game. But more importantly than anything, he's honest. You know what I mean? And that's important to have around you. And you know, many of our conversations, a lot of times, don't even have anything to do with music. You know, it's about life. You know what I mean? And I think that's key too. You know what I mean? It's not just the business all the time. You know. And so, you know, you go from being associates and you begin to build a bond and become friends and brothers. And so I'm grateful for Castro, man, because, you know, he make a lot of things happen. So, you know, actually, you know, we got a deal on the table. You know, the ink not dry yet, so we ain't ready to go into. And that's another thing, how, you know, just being blessed, man. You know, and those things appear, people notice. You know what I mean? And Castro, he's just a deviant at what he does. You know what I mean? And so, you know, he's a great communicator as well. So, man, shout out to my boy Castro, man, no doubt.
So, obviously, you all heard that he currently has a deal. No, the ink is not dry.
Yeah, not dry. We just need
and I don't want management to tell me I ain't. But nevertheless, it shows you, as he mentioned earlier, we didn't went into a lot of details, but his past, and what I love about him is he don't hide it.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's the one thing I've learned with myself. Like at the end of the day, it's there, right?
No doubt.
And so you don't run from what you know was yesterday, but you use yesterday that it will continue to help you survive and succeed for tomorrow, right?
I like that. Yeah,
and
no doubt.
So we sit here and we look at what you have done, look at how you took that and present yourself here, and so I have to ask, we're gonna speak that this management, Castro, we gonna seal it, but just tell us, like, what do 5 to 10 years, that you are hopeful, God's blessing, that you see yourself with?
5 to 10 years down the road, man. Well, I can share this with you. I've just completed my nonprofit, and it's called the Tudorville Association.
Okay.
And so it's going to be a diversion from the streets to prison. We're gonna cut all of that out, man. We're really gonna gather the youth up, man, and really focus in on what their desires are. You know what I mean? You want to be an electrician? We're gonna make sure you're gonna be an electrician. Not only become an electrician, but you're gonna be a business owner as an electrician. You know what I mean? You're a plumber, HVAC, welding, some of the fabrics of America, you would say, right? That we often overlook for some of the higher, more accolade jobs, right? You know what I mean? And not knowing that, this guy with HVAC, he's actually making more than a doctor. This electrician that owns the electrician company, he's making money. So, and for a lot of our youth, man, they're just misguided. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of homes that are fatherless. You know what I mean? The ladies are doing the best they can to raise them, but ain't no woman can raise no man. I'm gonna be honest with you now. You know what I mean? My grandma and my mama raised me, but I had my uncles and them. They sent me off too. You see what I'm saying? And that was the difference. And I had older cousins. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't gonna let us get far out of line because they had to answer country girl.
So we're going to check in, you all. We just want to see if there's any comments, any questions that you all may have. If you have any, please drop them in the comments.
People shy though.
As he like to say, now he's an open book, and as much as we can share, as much as we can comment to, we'll definitely be sure to do so. But the one thing I'm grateful for is, he mentioned something, discipline, and although you try to be humble and yet modest, as some people say, what's one of those fun facts that people just don't know about Mimi Green? It's a lot, but just
I like to laugh, so I'm a jokester, you know what I mean? So I really I really go in sometimes. Some stuff is just really crazy.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And sometimes people just do some crazy things. But other than that, man, I'm pretty even keeled, to be honest with you. And I'm very self-conscious about, what I say to people and how I treat people. So, on the low, I'm a fun guy, though. You know what I mean? And I'm big on, traveling and not necessarily just flying around. I really like to ride.
Gotcha.
And that gives me a lot of time. I actually spend a lot of time with God like that. Because I don't have to answer the phone. I don't have to turn on the radio. It could just be me in the quietness and the stillness. Because, in this life, for me, through my trials and tribulations, I need him. And I need him every hour. And so every opportunity that I can take from this busy, noisy world and the things that I have control of, which is your phone, right? And that radio in your car, right? So those are some of the things you control. And with those things in my control, I shut them down so that I can hear from God. And sometimes I just ride, I look up, I might be in Atlanta, I might be in Virginia.
Okay.
Castro be calling, where you at, man? I'm in Atlanta, man. Like, what? You ain't sleeping? I'm like, man, I'm riding, man. But for me, that's my peace, because as I said before, I was incarcerated for a long period of time in my life. And so, I'm like a free bird now.
Yeah.
I got to fly. I got to fly, no doubt.
So we're going to switch gears just a little bit. I want to go back to the music. Can you tell us, what was it like when you actually wrote your first song, but it hit the radios, and what was that like? Tell us about one of your first hits.
Man, Well, actually, we were on the radio a long time with a lot of the Naughty by Nature records. So I actually experienced that early euphoria, early on in life. In the new segment, the new chapters of my life, DJ Prince Ice
Okay.
was actually the first person that broke the Good Times record that me and Bro did, me and Shelton did. And just hearing it on the radio, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And not having to go through the big machine, the record companies and all of that.
Right.
And so that actually felt good to see that you had that local support
Right.
from such a legendary DJ.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And not only that, after that, DJ Pay Me got hold to it, and B Lloyd got hold to it, and it just went nuts after that. You know?
Okay. So I want to get into one particular song.
Okay.
It's a couple of them. Well, let me back up. So obviously you all, when you were coming in, and I got to shout out again to AC Media and Marketing, for definitely doing their thing behind the scene. And you all check them out. If you ever need them, definitely tune in. And the works, I mean, the setup is
impeccable,
lovely, right?
It's impeccable.
Please do check them out. But you heard one of the songs, obviously, that he was a part of, Standing on the Wall. And definitely want you all to, I want to hear a little bit more about that song. And I want you to share that. We're going to check the comments and see if it's, any questions that anyone have. But tell me about standing on the wall. Because, you go in places sometimes and, everybody's on the wall. Tell us about that.
Not when me and brother, man. Shout out to my boy Shelton Richardson, man. That's Mimi Green Fiction, Shelton Richardson, Stand on the Wall.
Okay.
So, just like you said, man, you've been places where people been standing on the wall, man, and just seeing that, I'm like, man. Said, I know you can't come to the party just to stand on the wall. Yeah, you know what? Okay. And that's how it came about, man. And we just went in, and my cousin actually, Ray Vasquez Shulu, I call him Uncle Ray on the track. Uncle Ray produced a lot of our music, you know what I mean? So Uncle Ray did the beat, man. We just went in and just had fun with it, you know what I mean? And that's what you hear, man. So it's on all streaming platforms still today and always and forever, man. Apple Music, iTunes, wherever you get your music from, it's there, man.
Gotcha. So, another song. I love.
You got another song?
I got another one.
Okay.
Because I like a lot of them, but
okay, that's what's up.
One particular song, I tend to play a lot. And I'm sure for you all, well, yourself, obviously having it out there, it meant something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Lord, I Come. Now, I'm not the artist. I'm not the singer, but this song says, Lord, I come to the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some other lyrics behind that, but can you tell us, I want you to take a moment and just really take it in, because again, me hearing it, it definitely ran deep for myself, right? And so I definitely know just you writing it, you have a testimony. I've heard, a lot from you. And again, I am indeed honored just to have a brother like yourself that, trials, fed, getting out, know they still watching me. What do I do, right? And as he mentioned, he never let go of God, right? But just every now and then, right? We human. Sometimes we get a little weary and we decide to go on the other track.
Absolutely.
But we're reminded, something is speaking to us and reminding us to kind of come back, right? Although we over here just telling us to come back.
Some grandma prayers.
Yeah, come on. Listen, I remember going to my grandma's house plenty of days, and I'll share this a little bit. I never really understood. Mm-hmm. My grandma would sit in her recliner, and I'll be honest, at some point I used to be like, what's wrong with grandma? Like, she just talking. But I understood by and by, my grandma, I had a praying grandmother.
Talking to the Lord.
Gosh, wow. So just kind of tell us a little bit about that song and truly what it meant to you.
Man, that's sometimes that's hard to do. Like that song is really like, it's really the absolute truth. You know what I mean? It's talking about being a drug dealer and a drug user. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? A liar, a cheater, a gambler, and you know what I mean? And then one day I met a man named Jesus. You know what I mean? And that's been the testimony of a lot of people's life, and a lot of people are actually just afraid to just be that open and honest, man. And it was actually a song that the Lord gave me while I was in my prison cell. I was doing my time. He gave me that song, man, And I told him one day we was gonna bring it to the world, and we did, man. And it's just an honest testimony song. Like it's everything about it is true. You know what I mean?
So we have a question
We got
here.
one question. Okay.
I'm going through
ACD,
here.
what's up?
I'm going through here now, just checking out some of our comments here, and obviously people want to know obviously where they can get your brand from. But we're gonna wait to the end, you all,
Tenfold, we're gonna
in
make
regards to
it.
his stuff, because I want him to really close out with his brand and where you can find him, follow him. Shout out to Ice is a good dude, absolutely.
No doubt, shout
He's
out.
definitely had an opportunity to be a part of a lot of the movement that this young man here has done or made. And so want you to talk about, let's see here.
We can talk about whatever. Whatever.
What is currently inspiring you as an artist, but yet a business owner?
Yeah, so that's a good question actually, because a lot of artists are not really focused on the business, you know, and the business of their artistry, which is important. You know, it's, you know, a lot of times they see us doing music and stuff like that, but it's a lot of stuff on the back end that got to be taken care of. You know what I mean? Even from the time of your recording, having your music mixed and mastered, making sure you have your copyrights and your publishing and stuff together. You know, you're not just out here making music and just putting it out to the world like that. You know, there's a structure. You know what I mean? And then if you're an independent artist and you have your own record label that you're sponsoring yourself under, you know what I mean? You got to have that business in order too, because what a lot of artists don't realize is that Uncle Sam is coming. They know about everything, you know, the promoters that pay you, some may pay you in cash, some may send you checks, Cash App, Zells or whatever. But at the end of the year, they're going to also send you that 1099.
There you go. Go file it.
I mean? So if you don't know what 1099 is, we ain't got time to tell you that. Just Google it. But no, it's coming. That means you owe somebody some money.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So being early in the game, as I was young, and then actually, you know, our attorney allowed us to sit in a lot of the meetings and negotiations and stuff. And so, you know, that kind of gave me structure, you know. And I have family members that own their own businesses as well. So those things have been like inspirational to me, you know.
Good. So I gotta go back, because you know people want to hear the voice, right?
Let's go back.
So here's
they want to hear the what?
They want to hear the voice. They want to hear the voice. So here's something. Not far from being shy, but shy when he needs to debrief for a moment, right? That's life for all of us. We need that moment to just debrief. But he is indeed a comedian. Laugh and joke and can clown each other. But we ain't gonna give all that to y'all today.
Yeah, not right now. A little later on, no doubt. We had a good time.
Yeah,
no doubt.
He's definitely a good time. But Lord, I come. I gotta go back to that.
Lord, I come. Yeah, you that's kind of like a little requesting going on. Lord, I come to the altar. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, I come to the altar.
Thank you, Jesus.
Lord, I come to the altar to give my life, to give my life. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know the rest.
Oh man, come on, y'all.
Amen.
And listen, the one thing I love about that particular song, he breaks it down. He tells you, you know, I was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I was an abuser. I was a user. I was a cheater.
Yeah.
But guess what, you all? He's gonna do a remix.
Yeah.
And he's gonna add to it. And yet I'm still a survivor.
And yet I'm still a survivor. Amen. No doubt. And yet I'm still a survivor. No doubt.
Y'all, it's the 9-to-5 killer.
And God didn't give up on me.
He's still up.
He didn't give up on me, baby.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
So I want you all to really understand. He's a true testament, yet a fun guy to be around. I ask that you all definitely check him out. But as we near the close of this official season 3, you all, we are premiere here, taking a seat at the table live, right? Live, sitting here with a very, very dear friend, Mimi Green himself, you all, doing his thing out there. I mean, he has a lot of things coming out. And again, we won't get all into that because Castro says it's not signed, sealed, and delivered yet.
That's right.
So the ink ain't quite dry. It's still a little wet.
That's
but
right.
Nevertheless, I want you all to definitely tap into him because he is doing some great things. But I love that he's kind of going yet in reverse. And when I say reverse, he's taking kind of his experience and carrying it back to reliving his young life through the ministry that he mentioned of his nonprofit and what he's putting out to the young people. I just commend you for that. Oftentimes we shadow ourselves or hide, I should say, in regards to the shameness of being in prison, selling drugs. You know, I can wake up when I want to, go to sleep when I want to, the money is out there, I can do, all of that. But a light shined. And
like
well, definitely that light. But
and then the light.
And then the greater light of all came on. But what I realized when that light came on, it actually was a reminder, as both him and I talk about our grandmothers and again, having a praying grandmother. His grandmother, lovely young lady. And I don't want to shout out her age unless he tells it, but
she's 93 and kicking.
This lady is still young, you all.
Country girl.
And doing still planting her garden, by the way.
That's right.
So shout out grandma, because you're still out there doing your thing. But I just appreciate you for what you instilled in him. And he's using his experience. Yet he didn't let go of what you all taught him, right? He didn't let go of, I was in the streets, but I still remember grandma. I heard her talking. Yet every now and then when I look up, I didn't just see the blue lights, but I saw God still talking to me, yet through me. And Cell Block gave him more time to come together to himself. And look where he's at. Although he was getting money after money then, he survived, yet succeed. And I told you all, he's going to have a remix, The Lord I Come. And the second part to that is, I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
And God still got me.
God still got me.
So you all, y'all going to hear Rouse on that. It's going to be a little bit.
You ready to get up?
Oh, man, listen. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm a clown too now. But I got 3 first cousins. I'm going to shout my cousin Tanya out. Yeah, I'm putting you on blast.
What's the other 2?
My cousin Latanya.
Oh, that's
McGill. I'm shouting her out because the one thing I love to tell her is, she hides behind her talent. But when I tell you, she cool, smooth too now.
That's what's up.
But she is definitely have the voice. I want to shout her out.
Amen.
I have 2 other first cousins, Tia and Misha, and they have their mother, which is my aunt, because their father is actually my mother's brother, but their mother has an awesome voice. So you think of the talent in that one house. And then I extended family outside of those 3 first cousins. And these are all families on my mom's side. But the Rouse last name, now I'm going to keep shouting that out. That's me all day. The Rouse. I want to shout out my cousin, Shamona. She's a very talented, she blow.
That's what's up.
And not that she just blow. She has a brother that is a musician. Her father's a musician. Yet he sings. Her mom sings as well. And my cousin Ebony. I'm shouting my family out because I want y'all to know when y'all see Mimi Green. Tell them, remember the ROUSE.
Ain't no doubt.
But I could go on and on, but those have truly been one that has definitely blown. And then I have a guy cousin, TJ. Now I'm gonna tell you now. You talk. I'm gonna have to say this now. When you talk about sing, it carry you to church too.
Yeah, man.
But definitely, I love when you mention about your cousins and what inspired you. I'm definitely not the one that says sing. I probably put my side more on the business side, the management side. But I have to just shout them out because their talent. They're very talented individuals, and I don't want them to definitely give up on their gifts, right? Because they can definitely continue to create a path where other people continue to follow them.
Absolutely.
And locally, they're definitely doing their thing, but you never know. You may be getting with cash girls and telling them you want to sign a deal with Mimi Green because he is going to rewrite Lord I Come. I'm sticking to that, y'all. And I already told y'all the second part.
Right?
I'm on the remix.
Yeah, remix.
Tanya, I'm calling you out again. He is going to rewrite Lord I Come.
Okay.
It's going to be a second part to that. Okay. So what I do love about her as well, she sits on both sides. She's, my first cousin's on my mom's side, but even on her dad's side, she has, a lot of gifted family that sings and do an awesome job as well. So I just want to shout out my McGill family because that's like the second family to me. So shout out to you all too. Yeah, we are here with Mimi Green, you all. Baby. Broadcasting results with ROUSE. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Let's go out to my Rouse family. Yeah, there you go.
I love it, no doubt.
But I just enjoy just being able to take a seat at the table with you.
No doubt. Thank you for having me.
I just can't tell you enough how much I follow you obviously a lot, and I promise you all, Monday motivation is indeed something that just helps me. As he said, he may have to do a Wednesday, and every now and then you gotta close it out with a Friday because sometimes you get halfway during the weekend, the energy goes down, right?
Absolutely.
Then that Friday comes and you just kind of like, what is that weekend looking like? So you never know what you're going to get from Mimi Green because he is indeed talented. Obviously, you see it.
I'm going to tell the truth.
The gear, the book, the personalized fashion. I mean, I'm hoping my sister-in-law and brother is on here watching because believe it or not, I have a nephew and I'm probably speaking more than I need to on this one, but he is very talented. Believe it or not, I always tell him I don't feel like he puts himself out there enough.
Right.
He shy his way a lot, but the art, this stuff, he's awesome. So we just
tap in, man.
That's it, right?
Let's talk.
Tap in.
Let's talk.
But as we come nearing you all, this is again season 3. This is our first premiere, you all, and again we have Mimi Green. Need you all to go and follow him, tag his page, check him out. But as we close, what legacy do you hope to leave through your art?
The legacy. Before I give you the legacy, real quick, I just want to shout out a couple of the artists from South Carolina because really South Carolina got a movement going on.
Oh man, South Carolina rolling
crazy. South Carolina is the new Motown.
There you go.
It's on the way. So I want to definitely want to shout out my bro, Shelton Richardson. You got Clay Banks out of Bamberg. You got 803 Fresh out of Wagner. You got the biggest song in the country now. Where the fans at? 803 Fresh. Can't forget my boy Tone Drake. He been putting in that work. SC Ladies and all those other records Tone got, man. And a slew of other brothers. Shout out to Frank Johnson up in Greenville. He banging it. I mean, King George, got to give it up to the king.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So this Carolina, man, it's like, it feel like a Motown movement going on, man. Everybody's supporting everybody. Everybody's there for everybody, man. And so just need everybody to jump on board, man, and let's just take over this thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I definitely want to piggyback on two shout out. I had the pleasure in season 2, believe it or not, to have Tone Drake, as well as 803 Fresh, right here, you all, on broadcasting results with Rouse. So we are growing.
Good dudes.
We're growing. And I just appreciate just seeing a lot of the work that's out there. And you're right. South Carolina artists, you all are doing your thing. Man, don't stop the movement. Continue to strive and drive because it is taking off. It is taking off. I'm reminded just in season 2, as 803 Fresh kind of mentioning that, things that what he was working on and doing and got off, and I mean, boots on the ground went crazy.
And still going crazy.
I mean, everything you see, flyer, some type of event, that's God. So I just appreciate just him, but going back to you, when we talk about wait on time.
Yeah, no doubt. But he deserves that. Right?
Absolutely,
he's a humble brother, man, and he's been on the scene, been putting on work, but the bro deserved that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And there's many more to come behind him, you know what I mean? So, shout out to the brothers, man. Not only just the music, man. These are like good, like I told you earlier before the cameras roll, I'm big on character. Like, these are just good brothers, like good people, man. And so it's just resonating through the music, man. Carolina, man, the new Motown.
There you go.
Tagging it.
There you go.
Green, baby.
There you go.
Legacy,
Go ahead.
simple. What my legacy is, I'm preparing myself, you know what I mean, to leave what I have in good trust, you know, for my children, you know what I mean, to live well and to do well and to continue on some of the things that I've started, you know what I mean. And I also want people just to remember me for who I am. You know what I mean? I'm a straight shooter. You know what I mean? I'm gonna always keep it real and probably one of the most loyal people you're gonna ever meet in your life.
Absolutely.
You know, because when I believe, I put my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean? And I'm the type of friend, you know, you can call me 2, 3 in the morning. You know, and I'm gonna be there for you. But the legacy is gonna be what God wants it to be, and I'm gonna just continue to tap in and continue to allow God to use me the way He has been using me, man. And at the end of the day, we don't know. Might be in that pulpit, you know. You don't know, you know. But wherever God leads me, I'm gonna go because, you know, when you think about your life and life, you know, your life is not your own. The song says, "To you I belong. I give myself what
to you."
Okay, then. Get
That's
myself away to
somebody.
you. Amen. No doubt.
So, wow, that's pretty deep there.
That's just real.
So you all, I want him to now tell you all where you can find his book. Man, listen, look at here.
No doubt.
He brands himself very well. This is what I'm talking about here. But definitely tell us where we can find your book, your music, your clothing line. Tell the viewers where they can check you out at.
So listen, I'm very easy to find. I'm everywhere and they never there. So I'm everywhere, you know what I mean? All social media platforms, Mimi Green Baby, TikTok, Instagram. To be honest with you, a lot of people hit me up. I do have the website. It's www.9to5killer.store. We're down. We'll be back up on next Friday. Get ready to drop the new line. So I normally shut down and then come back up when the new line drops. Most people hit me up on the DM. You can reach me, man. I'm very relatable. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And anything within a 500-mile radius, a lot of times I've gone and delivered to people and they're like, yo, I wanted to meet you. So I've actually gone and delivered to people like that. But, you know, again, you can find me, www.9to5killer.store. And if you want to get, and you should get, because you need to get, if you got a job, if you're working a 9 to 5, how to survive/succeed with a 9 to 5. I'm gonna make sure TQ put the link in the comments. But you can go on Amazon.com. One of the top selling books on Amazon.com. We got 4.5 out of 5 stars for my first book. And by the way, second book is coming. The title is Your Job Is Not the Problem, You Are.
You heard him. You heard him, you all.
Tempo.
So he's going to be doing some great things, you all, as we do know. And I'm going to say this again. The Rouse. Y'all be on standby. Because if he call and say he needs some backup singers, I got him.
And
if he call him and say he want... If he call and say he want to collab with some country folks, and he say he coming down the countryside, I just need y'all to be ready. This is it, the Rouse. I'm gonna stand on mine, right? That's it all day. But you all, as we close, we want to definitely thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
For you just being open to you. And Monday Motivation definitely stated focus on you, and just hearing you tonight just, you know, definitely gave me inspiration. But I'm hoping that it also gave you, our viewers, inspiration too, that, you know, we can plant our seeds in one direction, but truly we don't know, right? We don't know where our next is coming. We don't know nothing. And one statement that I stand on is create a path and let it make room for you.
No doubt.
And I definitely thank God for just my journey. It ain't over yet. I'm proclaiming that God's allowed me to survive and yet succeed my 9 to 5, but yet expand it. And so I'm grateful for just this platform. I'm hopeful that this platform inspires you, but allows you to have hope through someone else's story. So I can't thank you enough, but also just thank you for just shouting out some of our South Carolina artists that
No
are doing
doubt.
big things. And you're right, that's character, right?
No doubt.
Because that's a brother showing love to another
Yeah, it's all love.
individual, yet his very own. Because all of those are Carolina family to us. So I commend you all out there. I ask that you all check him out. And remember, Mimi Green, as he's going to remember the ROUSE.
Girl, you like that? No doubt.
But you all, thank you all again. This is
Tempo.
premiere number 1, season 3. You all, we are here broadcasting results with
ROUSE,
baby.
Holla.
This is Mimi Green, you all,
Tempo.
here at the table, you all. As he checked out, I want to remind you all, tomorrow in Lane, South Carolina, we'll have an heirs property session at 6 o'clock. So come on out to the town hall. Also on Saturday, 66 Entertainment and Rentals will be having a bonfire. We'll be having a number of artists there starting at 5 o'clock. You all, countryside, nothing to do and just want to come out with the country folks. You all come on out
Know it's
to
a good
the
time.
big city of Trial, baby.
Where's
You
it?
all, Trial, South Carolina. That's right.
And bring your chapstick.
So you all, we are out. Stay tuned as we premiere back again with Mimi Green. Stay tuned. Next Monday, you all, we're going to have the next rollout coming to you soon. 7:30 here. Check us out. Broadcasting results with Rouse. Until next time, y'all stay blessed.